And if you don't know, well, now you know. Well, we didn't know, but guess what? Now we do know. We know for sure. And y'all gonna about to find out too. Y'all gonna know by the time we're done. Now, look, we've been telling you all about a bunch of things in the past and about rap music and this music and how it always has subliminal messaging. Look, we were wrong. 100% we were wrong. It ain't subliminal. It is not subliminal. Okay, so we got wind of something that we should have gone and checked. And you know, we went and checked it out. And I can't believe, for the life of me, I can't believe we missed this. Like, we missed it. Missed it. Everybody keeps telling us when we do a live, oh, rap was different back in the day. You're right. It was different. Really different. And you know how different it was? It was so different that we weren't even looking at how different it was. That's how different it was. They put stuff in front of us that is unbelievably transparent, and we just went like, I don't see nothing. I got nothing. It's a nice beat. We talked about Tupac, right? We talked about Tupac before. And we've told y'all that Tupac was not the most straight individual out there. In fact, if he could bend anymore, he'd break. Okay. His partner in crime, but not really his partner. You know, they said they had an argument and they didn't like each other. Biggie, man, if y'all out there are Biggie fans, this is gonna crush your bubble. And I mean, the bubble's gonna be flat, deflated balloon, flat tire, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna deflate you. Biggie was that way too. Now, before you come at me saying something about the video, before you say anything, understand, if you don't have the common sense to not be put in a place where something you disagree with is among you, you deserve to be matched with that energy. Hear what I mean by that. If I know a music video or something I'm doing is affiliated with something I disagree with, and they tell me my face will appear with the thing I'm not affiliated with, but it will seem as though I'm approving of it, you can know what I'm going to tell them? Take me out of it, please. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want anything to do with that because that's not me. So instead of you telling us that, well, he just didn't know, he wasn't, look, your face is in there, you in there, multiple shots, including in some of the acts. So don't tell me he didn't know. I ain't buying that unless you truly believe that Notorious Big was special needs. That's the only way I can believe you. If you think Notorious Big was not right up here or he wasn't the smartest, I could believe it. But when you see what we're going to show you, I want to ask a question right after. I mean, it might just be a still. So just watch real quick. And I want the audience to leave a chat saying male or female. Really, just put male or female in the chat. If you can decipher what this is, take a look real quick. All right. At this point, make sure you put your time signature in your comment too, right where you saw that picture. Put it right there and say male or female, so we know what you're talking about, right? You tell me. In our estimation, if you can't tell right off the top, that's telling. Especially when you watch the whole music video, and I challenge you to do this. We're not going to play the whole. Go back and watch the whole video. It's called Juicy by Notorious Big. Look at how many times you see two fellas on each other. Count for yourself. Just please do it. Do me this. It's a social experiment. Consider it a social experiment. Go back, watch that video, and look and see how many times you see men on men in that video. Then go back and look at Puffy in particular, and then look at Notorious Big looking at Puffy, looking at other things. Then you tell me if that's the action of somebody straight. I'm gonna tell you that person's more like nothing straight in that video. And we missed it. We missed all of it. How? I can tell you how. You see, it's what you call masking. It's not a technical term, that's my term for it. If in boxing, it's like this, okay? This is what I equate it to, and it's not really in boxing. It's a striking technique that we use. Boxing doesn't really do this, but if you fight, right, bare hand, they like to do this before they fire this one. So you see this hand, and this hand is kind of in front of you, and it blocks this one coming at you, right? So you don't see this coming. All you see is this, and you think, oh, I'll just dodge back. And by the time you come back, you know what you're running into? A hook, an uppercut, a pow, straight jab, you're gone. Why? I distracted you. I gave you a little bit of this, and then I came with that. That was Notorious Big. That was Tupac. That was rap. That was music in general. They distract you with this, and that's what? The beat. They got you with the beat. Bam, bam, bam. And then all of a sudden, they load that sucker up, Popeyed you right in the face. and we were too blind to see it. You see, but when we're seasoned fighters and we can realize what they're pulling, we're reading what they're doing, we're not going to go in after they throw that hand up. We're going to watch to see what the haymaker is doing. It's what we didn't do. That was on us. But this time, we're trying to save the next generation from making that next mistake. These people have been telling us this for years. Imagine this. You're a young person sitting down and watching MTV or VH1. I'm not too sure which one that have brought that on. It might have, more like it would have been MTV would have showed this one. You're watching MTV and all day you're watching his music videos. And then this one comes across the screen. And if you don't know, and they telling you if you didn't know, now you know. And you're looking at this thing and you think to yourself, I didn't know. I didn't know. Well, now you know. Now you know. You can't disprove this matter what you try. There's nothing I'm putting my bet right now. I'm going to put my bet on the table. Ain't nobody gonna watch that video with what I just mentioned to you and think that video is straight. If you think it's straight, I'm considering thinking that you're not either. I'm sorry. I'm dead serious. First off, if you're not even remotely inclined to that, which is what rap music likes to imply, right? Why even have it in there? And two, if that really was a female, remember that still life, if that was a female, why don't it look like one? Remember back in the everybody looked like their role? And you could tell the butch, you could tell the one that was gay, you could tell. Today you would have a harder time, but back then, come on, man. Come on. Deductive logic, reasoning, something's got to implement here at some point. We have to start facing facts. Here's fact number one. Music, especially rap music, was not any better back in the day. You were just blind. Okay? Admit this is the first step to realizing you had a problem. You got to face the problem and realize I got a problem, okay? You were blind. You didn't see because you were blinded by the music. You like the beat. You like whatever it was. I'm guilty too. It's okay. Join the bandwagon. This is our recovery road, okay? Admit to yourself, I was blind. Step two, I ain't never watching that again. And step three, I can't say that music back in the day was any better. It was just more hidden from me. Not from viewing, but from me. And now you can move forward and say, you know what? The music that I used to listen to is just as deadly as the stuff they got today. And it is no more outlandish now than it was then. It may be more available. I will give you that. Today, that kind of stuff is way more available, fingertips. Back then, you had to wait till parents go to bed. You got to find the right channel, or you got to wait till you're on your own, or it's during the day, you got to wait till it has a rerun at night. There were some limitations. Today, phone, right there, at your computer, on your TV, rule code. It doesn't matter. It's there. So I'll give you accessibility, way better. But the content has not changed. Not a bit, not in the slightest. It ain't better back in the day music. Today's music is not worse. It's still the same because it still serves the same purpose, the destruction of the society. And they've been building up to this point a long time ago. So here's what I would suggest. If you think for some reason that music back in the day was better and you want to continue listening to it, I don't think you have a leg to stand on to talk about today's culture. You simply don't. Y'all forget there were Two Life Crew? Y'all forget them? And y'all want to talk about Sexy Red? Two Life Crew. That's the only one I'm gonna mention. Just mention Two Life Crew and put their music up against Sexy Red and tell me what's the difference. There's no difference. The beat, that's about it. One's older than the other. We were blinded. And Biggie gay. I said it. Biggie was gay. So was Tupac. And I think the reason they fought each other was not because of no turf war. It was because one of them wasn't giving it up to the next one. That's my viewpoint about it. Y'all can hate me all they want, but I'm watching what I watch and I see what I see. I can't help but think that. The same way I saw Tupac talking. Sorry, not a straight individual. And I saw that video. Sorry, not a straight individual. Now y'all can come at me all you want. I expect to see a lot of fighting in the comments. I want to see everybody that defends that nonsense. Please chime in. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I'm not gonna be mad at you. You have to defend your idols. Do what you want to do though. But for me, and I've already talked to Corey. We agree on this one. Look, Biggie gay. Biggie was gay. I'm gonna say it again. Biggie was not straight. I don't care how many songs he wrote about women. Played for the same team, okay? Not the opposite team. He played for the same team, y'all. Dispute all you want. I look forward to reading your comments, and if you have a good argument, bring it. Heck, if you want to talk to us about it, bring that too. You know, we're always ready for a good discussion. So hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. And again, go back and watch the whole video and tell me what you see about how many men are riding each other's men. And I don't mean like that. I mean on top shoulders in the water, playing around. Just go look. Open your eyes and finally see the truth. And then come back and tell us how right we were. And if you still disagree, tell us how wrong we were. What you know you can't tell us, you know what we can't tell us? We didn't see what we saw. And if you don't know, now you know